Yo, what's going on, guys? Wi-Fi Currency, and today it is currently January 22nd of 2026. It is currently 9:17 in the morning, so in about I say about 3 to 7 minutes, 8 minutes, I'm gonna jump into the market and I'm going to start marking other charts. Who's calling me, bro? This is a really bad time, bro. I'm trading right now, so I don't have any time. Sorry. Thank you. Have a good day. I really don't care. Have a good day. I still can't get my trade locker situated, well, at least with the app. So I just went onto the web browser, and I will be using the web browser in order for me to take my trades, which it's the same thing. So it's whatever. Today we are with the challenge. We're currently at break even, so hopefully we can hit our 1% today or 2% positive today. We're trying to take a dub today. We are in a bullish movement. I think I want to say I called it out yesterday that we are oversold and that we were gonna have a bullish move soon. So that's exactly what happened. As you guys seen as well, man. Freaking, it's crazy. Once we jump into the market, I'm gonna show you, but it's crazy how the amount of pips that I missed out on, which is crazy, bro. The one trade that I could have held the whole day would have literally freaking ended the challenge, and then plus a whole lot more. But it's whatever. We're not gonna get greedy. We're still gonna do our same thing. The point of this challenge is for me to repeat the same thing over and over and over again, so you guys can see that as long as you guys repeat the same thing and you guys do the same thing over and over again, you guys can create the exact same results that I'm receiving right now. But yeah, guys, like I said, we are break even. Hopefully today we don't take a loss, and hopefully today we take a win. I am going to be looking at both US30 and NAS. I'm still not biased on NAS. I mean, on sales or buys. I'm never biased on anything, because anything could ever happen. You know, you could always have a really good short before going long, or you could just go straight up long. You know what I mean? At least in this bullish movement that we're having right now. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the charts, and I will see you guys in a couple seconds. And I actually turned off my fan this time, so the freaking video and the audio will now sound fucking stupid, bro. Cause yesterday, bro, and I was just like, dude, like I gotta upload this anyways. But Jesus, the audio just sounds kind of ass. But yeah, man, let's jump into the charts right now. Let's see what we got cooking. All right, guys, it is currently 9:20 in the morning, so we're gonna go in and talk over about what happened yesterday. Remember how I said that we were in a bearish movement and we were definitely oversold. We did take out a couple of imbalances. We took out a couple of order blocks, which is kind of a complex theory. That's more of a uh, it's another type of setup, another type of trading that I learned a long time ago. I forgot what it was called, but it's a whole different thing. I'm not gonna get into it, but we did take out order blocks all day yesterday, so now we're making our move to the upside. We do have a lot of liquidity, literally sitting right here. A lot of liquidity sitting right here. So I'm really biased. That my bias is that US30 is gonna definitely push past above that, take out the liquidity. Same thing with here, bro. You guys can see we do have a lot of liquidity here that just never got taken out. We do have some liquidity up here, but we do have a lot of liquidity over here that has never been taken out. So it's just I'm really looking bullish on both. Even NAS, it's still pushing up. So we did check our trade somewhere around here. As you guys can see, it was right around here, and we missed out on all of this right here, bro. This is just the first candle. This is the second candle, bro. We could have been up 685 points if we held, which is not gonna happen. I don't hold. I'm not a fucking swing trader. But imagine we would have just held, bro, with the 0.2 losses. I did the math. This is about $1,200 right here, easy. And if I did it with a 0.3 that I accidentally put, which I'm gonna make sure I don't do it this time. If I would have done with the 0.3 lot size, that would have been damn near $2,000 right there in just one trade. So that would have been freaking crazy. That would have been insane. But anyways, we do have we do have not trying to get technical. We've got an order block right here to potentially push down. If I mark it up, which this is not a part of my trading plan. I'm just talking shit right now, making time pass. But we could potentially break down, but that's not really what we're looking at. So right now, on the 4 hour, we're currently bullish. As you guys can see, we're taking out all types of highs. I mean, all types of all types of liquidity. We're taking out highs. We're making new higher highs, higher lows, higher lows, higher low, higher high. We could make another potential higher low, or we could just continue to go up. So we're gonna go into the 15 market right now, 15-minute time frame. We're just gonna go ahead and mark up our zones. I don't really like the way the 15 looks on the resistance. I'm just gonna go ahead and mark up my support right here. On the 15-minute time frame, you guys can see we have some support and some resistance right here. And then we do have some resistance right here. And then so far we do have a resistance right here. Let me take this back because you guys know me, I'm illiterate, and I prefer to be on point with my markups. Anyways, if we look at the 5 minutes, oh, you guys can see it. We do have a good actually the resistance zone is really up here, but resistance zone wise, I mean support zones. I'm sorry, resistance zone wise, we're pretty good. Support zone wise, I just don't really know if I feel really comfortable with this. Is not even a support zone at all, so I'm just gonna have to delete that. Um, I would probably like to see price push past this point, maybe. Um, I'm not really sure. I might have to get back to this. We got to mark out the second, the second, uh, the second one, which is NAS 100. So NAS 100, we do have solid resistance zone right here, and we do have some solid support zone all right here. So this one looks a bit more clear than the than US30 actually, if I'm being honest with you. This one looks a bit more clear. Let me go ahead and mark up my areas real quick. NAS 1-2 shorts, NAS buys. I'll make this look beautiful later because everything in my chart has to look nice. I don't know, something about me that everything has to look good. Anyways, and then let's see. So we do have a trend line right here, as you guys can see. So I mean, if we was to push below this low, I mean, I would be more interested in a sell, you know, than if I was to push all the way up here. Let's check real quick if we have news. I have my trade locker right here. Let's go to Forex News, forexfactor.com. Do we have any news at all today? 9:30, we already had a push. We already had news, and the next news will be at 10 in the morning. So there's a small, likely chance that the market will be slow today. Let me double check if I even have any appointments at the barbershop today. All right, sweet deal. I'm booked. I'm free. I do not get booked up. So I have free time. So now it's just basically waiting the next 5 minutes to see what happens. All right, guys, we do have about less than a minute left. I might entertain this zone the more that I look at it. I just got to see how much volume we have in the market before I even entertain something like that. I'd rather see buys, to be honest with you, more than sells, but low-key buys, low-key a little bit risky, my opinion. NAS looks just a whole lot more cleaner, I'm not gonna lie. Like, NAS looks really, really clean in my opinion. I might just be more focused on NAS today than US30. I like US30 way more than NAS, but yeah, it's just I don't think US30 looks the cleanest in my opinion. So I'm just gonna go ahead and probably focus on NAS today. But let's see what we got. Let me actually pull up trade locker on my phone just in case. US30 is pushing. I did take that buy position on US30. I need to mark it up on my trade locker first before anything else. Once a move starts happening, we just gotta take it. I'm not gonna lie though, NAS is looking crazy. NAS is looking actually really crazy right now. But US30 though, looks like we're about to hit take profit. Let me close this out. But if we look at NAS though, well, NAS is supporting that support zone, so let's go ahead and place our stop loss here. All right, never mind. We just won that trade. If we look at our total for today, I just got raped. But it's all right though. We have a fee of 30 cents is crazy. You guys seeing this? I'm not even completely fully out. Like it didn't even let me take my whole profits. Will we hit a 1 to 3 on this? I'm not in the trade no more, obviously, but I'm just out of curiosity. We could have hit a 1 to 3. God dang it. Hey, no matter what though, we did hit our trade. We did win our trade. So now the account is, as you guys can see right here, is at $688.82. So we are up for the trade. We're up for the challenge. Let's look at Nas though. Nas was actually looking really interesting if I'm gonna be honest. Let's look at Nas on the okay, right here. Because look, we smacked TP, guys. We literally just smacked TP, bro. That was the fastest trade we have done on the channel. I would like to say at least. Nas is looking like it's about to go for a sell, which is looking nice, but I'm not taking the trade. You guys know me. I already stated this in the challenge multiple times. Oh my god. God dang it, man. I put my stop loss at the 80 in hopes that I can go ahead and if in hoping that price would just do exactly that, just continue moving forward, but it didn't continue moving forward for me, guys. So we got taken out and we missed out on a couple dollars, bro. We should be up $700 today because I'm missing $16 and it is exactly $12 for me to hit uh $700. So that kind of sucks in my opinion. If I'm being honest, sucks that I only made 144, but I can't see like you can't see it like that. You can't say I only made 144, bro. Who makes $144 in like what was it? Let me see real quick. Who makes $144 in 2 minutes, bro? And then that's it. You're not doing nothing. That's it. You're done for the day. 144 bucks. Now you're done for the day. Who does that? Nobody does that. So you guys got to really think about it. Even if it's $50, even if it's 25, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, $80, only plugs do that shit. You know what I mean? Only plugs do that. But this is legal though. You know what I'm saying? This is not an illegal way of making money. This is a legal way of making money. So who does that really? Nobody does that, bro. You know what I mean? If you're not a plug, if you're not moving bricks or something like that, if you're not freaking selling, an eighth quarter or ounce or whatever, you're not really touching money in like minutes. You feel me? You're just not. So be grateful with what you get when it comes to trading, guys. Be grateful with what you get when it comes to trading, guys. We did take a dub today, so we're gonna end off that video right there. That was insane. Let me explain to you exactly why I took the trade versus Nas, which could have been an easy sell from right here if I would have just gone ahead and taken it, which I didn't. I didn't really feel like it. And the reason for that is because I prefer to see this clean zone get taken out. This zone hasn't gotten taken out, so I just didn't take the trade. But once the zone gets taken out, if I did not take US30, I will be more interested in taking that because of how clean it looks or the support zone. We're gonna see what happens once it breaks that zone. But you know, the only reason I took US30 is because not only did I see volume, which I'm not sure if in the video it shows, but I saw it clear as day on my trade locker because like I said, trading view it tends to lag, but US30 we did see a lot of volume. As you guys can see, there was a lot of volume behind this trade. We did break the resistance zones once again. It pushed down and retested whatever zone it could be. Maybe it retested this little baby zone right here. Right here. It could have retested that little baby zone, and then it just started pushing back up. Once it rebroke these highs, once it rebroke the resistance zone, I took the trade. I didn't hesitate, and thankfully I did. We did, bro. I ain't gonna lie, we probably got like around here, man. With the amount of money that I got, bro, probably like right around here, man. Shit, right around here, man. Cause I don't know what's up with Trade Locker, bro, or Gates FX, man. Tighten up, bro. I don't know what's going on that it keeps taking my money whenever I take profits, but anyways, we hit a clean 1 to 2. We hit a clean 1 to 2 risk to reward, and then it still kept pushing up. So, but and to be honest, bro, I used to actually hold for 1 to 3s, and I used to hit 1 to 3 bangers. It's just that I decided to switch up because sometimes when it comes to trading plans, bro, you have to switch up you have to switch up your tactics sometimes. And if I'm gonna be real with you guys, oh look, check this out. Let's see if that even hits. Sometimes you got to switch up your tactics and see what it is that best fits for you. But for me, bro, personally, I just, I decided that I didn't want to keep waiting for 1 to 3s. Even though 1 to 3s do look sweet and everything, I just didn't really feel like waiting anymore. So I just decided to go ahead and switch it up to 1 to 2 for the challenge. And yep, for this trade, we would have held out. We could have at least made like about 300 bucks. You know, would have been sweet. Like right here where it's at, that's about 300 to about 300. Let's see, about 360, 370. You feel me? But no agree here. We did win. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this clears everything up on why I took the trade. If you guys have any questions, please do comment in the section below. I will be more than happy to answer your questions. Any questions at all, just ask it. If you guys like it, like the video. Like I said, comment, share with your friend. If you have somebody that wants to learn, if you guys want to learn, just share the video. I highly appreciate it. And subscribe to your boy. If you guys ever want to see me do live trades on my Discord, please feel free to comment below and comment the word trade. Once I get enough subscribers and enough viewers and enough people to actually have a decent audience to teach, I will most likely be doing that. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have an amazing day and amazing week, and keep killing it, guys. We're almost there. We're literally, let's do the math now, because now we're up again. Let's see, what, about a percent or two? We're up about 2% now. So 688.82 minus 1,000. We are $311.18 away from finishing this challenge. So that is about, let me see, that's about 2.5 trades, bro. That's literally about 2.5 trades. So 2 trades and maybe one little one. If I get a 1 to 3 and one more trade, then we finish the challenge. So we're almost there, guys. We're almost at $1,000 for the challenge. Let's go. Let's go.